Hey everyone, it's Mike with It's Pittsfield Tonight, I guess. So this is just going to be a little bit different of a video, kind of an update. I get a lot of messages and I do read them all. I try to read all the comments also. So basically a lot of you sending me messages asking what's going on with the show. Is it still going to be a show format? And they're not seeing as many videos as they did before, and a lot of different things like that. So since I, at the first of the year, moved to downtown Pittsfield and started doing the shows from there, it's been a trial and error, learn as I go kind of thing. So then I decided, as you guys know, to do the format of about a 35 to 45 minute show where it would be two guests and then a musical guest, and then that would be it. It started with a monologue, two guests, interviews, musical guest, end of show. And I did 10 of those. We did a pilot and 10 episodes, and that's what I told myself I definitely would do to see what would happen. So now I'm trying just to see, with doing the interview segments as a piece on their own, rather than trying to get people to commit to a 45-minute video, and just trying different ways, the easiest way to get this done. And I think that's already showing that it's a little bit easier because scheduling was an issue. Trying to get everyone scheduled on a Thursday night was really tough. So anyway, that being said, that's what's going on with that, but you'll see a lot more videos coming up. April and May are weird months for social media. They're downtimes, and the way the algorithms work, it's a long story, but you don't want to overpost in downtimes because it goes against you. It'll hurt your rankings on how you're found in their algorithms. But anyway, blah, blah, blah. So what's been going on? Well, what has been going on? Last night at Soma's Aromas on East Street, which Soma is my neighbor in downtown Pittsfield. She's located right there near Park Square. Soma hosted a business group meeting, which I think they're doing once a month. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong on that. I should have asked that last night, but I attended. So that was a lot of fun. I'd like to see a lot more business owners come out to those. It's a great way to network with other business owners, and it can only help expand your clientele and expand your reach. So, but that was a lot of fun attending that. Bird e-scooters are back. And I get a lot of messages on that because some people think that I've got it in like this weird obsession with Bird e-scooters. And it's a complex situation. I'm not really obsessed with it. I'm fascinated like a lot of people in the market. And here's the reason why. And I've said this before. Bird, the company was started by an individual who, out of his garage, rose to unicorn status faster than anyone ever has in the history of our market. And unicorn status is a terminology used for raising a value of $1 billion net worth or $1 billion worth as a company, as a privately held company. And so when they went public, he had already raised $1 billion. And this is a guy who started this rideshare scooter program out of his garage. It was just fascinating to me. And the hype, the buzz, the whole thing. And it's turning out to be a disaster. Their stock today is trading at, I think it's down to like 13 cents. They would already be gone, but Bird Canada, a separate company, bailed them out with $32 million, took over. They've been kicked out of cities all over. They're an international, this rideshare program they have was an international program that was a complete disaster. Paris got rid of them. In this country, big cities like Washington, D.C., they're gone. I think San Diego or San Francisco got rid of them. It's a horrible business model, and it's kind of like a cheeky, gimmicky kind of thing. I mean, rentals for scooters for transportation? Really? Come on. But anyway, I mean, I could see something like that as a small independent business on a college campus or something, but come on. Anyway, that's it with that. So I'll keep following that with Bird and seeing what they're doing. But that's my fascination with that. As somebody who follows the market, it is fascinating what this guy did. It's kind of like the whole pet rock craze of the 1970s. Rental scooters. And he killed it, but it didn't last. I think it's gimmicky, in my opinion. I don't think that will last. I think that technology is good and be here. I have an e-bike. Let's see. It's a political year, as you all know. I've already had John Kroll on, who's running for mayor of Pittsfield. I've had Peter Marchetti on, who's running for mayor of Pittsfield. I plan to have them back. John told me anytime he's more than happy to do the show. I will reach out to Peter again. I'm looking to host. I'd love to host a debate with those two. John has already agreed. I'll be asking Peter if that's something he's interested in, and I hope I can get him to commit to that. But that's going to be a little ways down the road. We're still very early in the season, but I think more exposure, the better for this campaign. A lot of interviews coming up. I have Gina Coleman from Misty Blues coming on this week. Mark Tully and Lisa Tully. I'm excited about that. Mark and Lisa are good friends of mine, and we're going to be talking about the Rusty Anchor pub at the Rusty Anchor Marina. Bunch of good stuff like that. What else we got? My sponsors are awesome. A lot of people ask me about that. And yes, I am taking sponsors. I've been promoting that. But if you're interested in sponsoring your local business, I'd love to have you. It's very affordable and it's a big audience. I only have limited space on some of these shows. I'm not trying to crowd everything with advertisements, and I really do. As you know, all of you know, my goal is to really promote and push our local businesses. So it's not just them sponsoring this show. I think business growth is community growth. It benefits all of us. That's just more money that recirculates back into the local economy, and we just boost Pittsfield up. So promoting our local businesses is huge with me. But my sponsors, Amy Marshall at Berkshire Fitness and Wellness, Amy Kotsky at Designer Consigner, and Howard Siegel at H&S Investigations Group. They're awesome. To other people who have reached out to me about sponsoring, I will get back to you if you are interested in sponsoring. Like I said, I have limited spots left. Literally, there's just a handful because I'm not going to flood these shows with advertisements. But I'm looking for local Pittsfield or local businesses. If you're Dalton, Lanesboro, that's cool too. It's all part of the same local economy, Central Berkshires. I'd love to have you. So it's, like I said, it's really affordable. My most expensive package is like $250 a month, something like that. So get in touch with me with that if you're interested. Inflation. Yikes. Bottom line, inflation is coming down too slowly. And it is. And many think we're just beginning to see some problems in the banking sector with small banks. Everyone's got varying opinions on that. We've had 3 bank closures so far this year, another one today. So I'll be talking about that in a different video. The commercial real estate market is in the worst shape it's been in a long, long time. And it's mainly, it goes back to what happened during the pandemic, people working from home. You still haven't had that full return to the brick and mortar workforce in a lot of situations. So we're seeing the real estate market really take a beating over that. So a lot of things in the economy to look out for. Gas is on its way back up. No one knows what to think with the oil market. Everybody's got eyes on China over that, which is really important. But many are saying, we're going to be looking at $3.50 to $4.20 a gallon in that range straight through for another year or so. A lot of people are seeing no relief there. You're hearing different numbers everywhere. The national media is on a firing spree of all these big national anchors. I think national media needs to shut up for 30 to 60 days and help heal the country. I think the national media has been part of the biggest problem we have. So, I don't know. I think they're instigators for ratings, and that's really what a lot of it was just about. But we're seeing a huge sweep with all the big networks, a lot of big name anchors being let go. Marijuana consumption is at an all-time high, no pun intended, but cigarette smoking in the U.S. is at an all-time low. 11% of American adults smoke tobacco as compared to 40% going back to 1970s, and then 30 to 35% through the 80s up until early 90s. And then a big jump there, or decrease there. Nothing is everything. The Sky Rizzy commercial stuck in my head. I hate it. Excessive worry is a cause for concern. What else we got? That's about it. So that's what's been going on. Got a lot of stuff coming up, a lot of business owners coming on, a lot of new segments coming on. There's going to be more than there was before. Like I said, April and May, weird months. I kind of kick it down a notch just to not hurt the page. You can overpost at dead times and really hurt yourself as far as a business page. I see a lot of mistakes with social media that some of the big local companies make. If you're a local business owner here in Pittsfield or Central Berkshires and you'd like to be featured on It's Pittsfield Tonight, or you're interested in sponsoring and advertising with It's Pittsfield Tonight, I'd love to hear from you. So direct message the page or get in touch with me. You can always call me at the office, and the phone number is listed. I'll put it on the screen. It's right here. And it's also listed on the Facebook page and YouTube page. The Christian Center is doing their prom dress giveaway thing. That is so awesome. Support the Christian Center of Pittsfield on Robbins Ave. They're such an amazing organization. The Christian Center, thank God for them. They do so much work in our community. Such great people. I've had them on. If you haven't checked out that show, you can check it out on the page. I'll be having them back on in the future. But please support the Christian Center of Pittsfield, and they're just an amazing organization. And yeah, that's it. So, all right, a lot of cool stuff coming up, a lot of new guests coming up, a lot of new everything. And yeah, and of course, all the political stuff. So that's it for now, and I will catch y'all in the next few days.